When you picture the City of London today, you probably see towering glass skyscrapers, the hustle of global finance, and a display of incredible wealth. But hiding beneath that shiny, modern skyline is one of the most peculiar political entities on the planet, a place forged by war, survival, and centuries of quiet, enduring power. This is the untold truth of how the city didn't just make it through the modern era, it completely redefined its role within it. During the Second World War, the City of London faced annihilation. It was one of the most heavily bombed areas in all of Britain. By the time the Blitz was over, more than a third of the city was nothing but ruins. Centuries-old churches, historic guild halls, and entire streets were just piles of rubble. Miraculously, St. Paul's Cathedral famously survived the onslaught, but many of the buildings around it were gone forever. For a brief moment, it seemed like the ancient city might never bounce back. But what happened next wasn't a decline, it was a total reinvention. The post-war reconstruction period presented the city with a unique chance to rebuild from the ground up while holding on to its ancient, medieval legal status. Unlike the rest of London, the City of London Corporation remained completely intact, keeping its own police force, its own courts, and its own unique system of governance. Even now it operates as a separate entity from Greater London. One of its most unusual features also survived: the right for businesses, not just residents, to vote in city elections. This system guaranteed that the interests of the financial sector would always be woven into the fabric of how the city is governed. Starting in the 1960s, deregulation and the explosion of global finance transformed the city yet again. Glass skyscrapers rose from the bomb sites, and international banks took the place of old warehouses. By the end of the 20th century, the city had solidified its status as one of the most powerful financial centers in the world, all while having fewer than 10,000 permanent residents. The power here wasn't about territory anymore, it was all about finance. What very few people realize is that the City of London Corporation still has a formal presence in the UK Parliament. This is through a role called the Remembrancer, whose job is to keep an eye on any legislation that might affect the city's interests. It's a quiet but powerful reminder that the city isn't just a historical relic, as still a politically and economically unique force. The City of London is more than just a place on a map. It's a survivor, a shapeshifter, and a system unlike any other. And while this chapter ends here, there are many more stories hidden in plain sight. Stay tuned for the next series, because the next truth might be closer than you think. Like, comment, and subscribe to stay part of the journey.